well, check that out. Beautiful sunset here in Southern Oregon, right outside the race shop. Not gonna lie right now, guys, it feels a little bit weird to be home for the weekend and have literally nothing to do. I mean, there's stuff to do around here, but like no racing, no commitments, no nothing. This is probably the first time my family has been in this situation since right after Carly's accident in early July, where we had to take a couple of weeks off, but no complaining. It's nice to be at home. It's just different. You know, we are so blessed. Our lives revolve around racing so much, and we try to hit every track we can and race as much as possible, literally January through December, indoor and outdoor, that when we're just sitting at home, we feel like we're losing our minds. But anyway, welcome back to the channel. Excited to have you guys hanging out with us for the afternoon. This is actually a big video. We have some huge news to share with you in just a little bit, and something that we've been working and planning on for a while. I would encourage you to guess on what it is down in the comment section down below, but basically my family, myself, other people around me, we've been putting a lot of effort in, I would say probably since August on this project, and now we're finally able to announce and release some information to you guys, our supporters, our community, our fan base, and now take you along with us for this next journey. And we got to head into the race shop right now because we have a part of the project or an activity that goes along with the announcement. So we got to get this seat out of this car. For reference, this is the sprint car that we finished off our 2022 season with. Ran with the Outlaws and got our career best finish, 11th. Ran second and almost won a night of Trophy Cup. Had a bunch of other good results. Had a couple feature victories with it. And I feel like just with the couple of different frames we bounced around with throughout the season, this was our most consistent one. And since the off season is officially here, we are gonna be tearing it down real soon. But just for today, we need to take off enough stuff to get this seat out, and it will make more sense why we're doing that in a little bit. The main thing that sucks about running a Halo, I mean, I'm happy to have it because it's added protection, but the seat can't go out through the top. So this makes the process 10 times more difficult. So because of this dilemma here, I had to take the shifter cable off, I took the dash out, and we will see if that is enough to get this thing out the left side. That's not gonna work. The one thing that is good about this process is this is not fresh powder coat. Since we ran all season, it's already beat up, so there's no worries on scratching it. I'm gonna try to give myself more room by removing the knee guard. So we're gonna have to remove a couple more things. I'm thinking we're gonna remove the master cylinder. Yeah, we'll try that.
I don't think that's your problem. I think it's right.
Well, you're probably right. And we'll do that next if this don't work. All right, steering box is coming out. Dude, this thing is absolutely filthy. So I got this thing all cleaned up a little bit, got more work to do kind of with the headrest and whatnot, but just wanted to get some of the grease off the areas of the seat underneath that you can't really always get to while washing. Glad that it is out. Took a little bit more effort than I thought. This is our newest Butler built, which is a little bit bigger than the rest of them, so I had to do that extra work to get it out of the cockpit of the 18T. But anyway, it is done. We now have to get it in a box and ship it across the country to a different race team, and here is why. So I feel like it's worth noting, but ever since I was a young kid, the age of 5 years old, you know, I had this dream of wanting to become a professional race car driver. And ever since that dream came to be and I started chasing it in 2008, I've literally put my best foot forward with everything. And a lot of that was possible with my family support, our partner support, from outlaw kart racing to sprint car racing. Like, not only myself have I put everything forward, but everyone around me has also gave it 100%. And that's all my family knows how to do. That's what they've done their whole life. That's why I look up to my mom and dad, because they literally, you know, work as hard as possible in everything. And like I said, I admire that. And throughout this journey, we ended up going wing sprint car racing after outlaw karts. But one thing that people always asked us is, Tanner, why did you never hop in a midget? Why did you not get that opportunity? Why have you not ran the Chili Bowl? And I would always tell them, you know, sprint cars just made the most sense. With the area we lived in, we had a great limited starter sprint car class to get into. And then we eventually pushed into 360s, pushed into 410s, ran a couple World of Outlaw races, ran up and down the West Coast, like started to really progress. And we just had our eyes focused on that direction. And the truth is, midgets are just not super popular out here on the West Coast, and we would have to do 10 times the traveling we do now if we wanted to run them. So we got into wing sprint cars, and just because of that, like that midget opportunity or that dream that you see so many of these young kids getting with like a Keith Kunz Motorsports or with a Clausen Marshall or a Chad Boat or whatever it may be, for me, that dream just wasn't as big because I knew that opportunity probably wasn't going to be there. And so for many, that might sound disappointing, but like for my family, going back to what I said, we just know how to do what we can do and control what we can control. And so we always tried to have our own cars, go race where we want to race, have fun doing it, do it as a family, and literally put our best foot forward and try to compete with the best guys in the business. And I feel like we have done that, especially as of recent. And we need to close in for this next part here. All right, so with that being said, the midget opportunity that I had never gotten, like I said, a lot of people in my position have ran midgets. Outlaw kart kids have done very well in midgets. I am now finally getting that opportunity, and I'm gonna be running at the 2023 Lucas Oil Chili Bowl Nationals in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It feels crazy to say, it literally does. I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling ready, I'm feeling nervous. Just those words coming out of my mouth, like it's nuts. This is one of those races that I think everyone wants to cross off their bucket list and get to be 19 years old and get to go to Tulsa, and I'm gonna be in a really, really good car. Like I'm literally over the moon about it. And so that was our big announcement today. We are heading to the Chili Bowl January 2023, which is only like 50-ish days away. We're heading to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and in the coming weeks, we're gonna have more information out on the design of the car, who I'm driving for, and just what it's all gonna look like. And that is why we took this seat out of my personal car here in the shop so we could ship it across the country to be put in a midget. Now, some of you might be asking the question, Tanner, you have ran 0 laps in a midget. Doesn't that make you even more nervous? And yes, my lack of experience does. But the good news is right now we are scheduled. I'm gonna get a full test day in the exact same car that I'm gonna be running at the event here in just a couple of weeks. So you're gonna know more on that soon as well. I don't wanna say too much, but I am gonna get some laps beforehand. And with that, we are gonna end it on this note because I know this question will be asked. If you guys would like to support our 2023 Tulsa, Oklahoma Chili Bowl trip, there's 2 ways you can do so. We have a couple of smaller spots on the race car that are still available. If you'd like to sponsor, reach out, we can talk details. I can get all of that in place. The second option is we are doing a raffle on our website with over 20 items that we are gonna be giving away to people that buy tickets. So it's a raffle, $10 a ticket. The top prize is one of the sideboards off the Tanner Holmes Racing 18T sprint car from this season. We also have an outlaw kart wingboard in there, signed gloves, like all sorts of memorabilia. And we have a ton of winners that are gonna be happening from the drawing. So if you'd like to support, $10 a ticket, all of that is gonna go to us making this trip happen for our whole family. But appreciate your guys' support. I love my community. You guys have my backs. And that's it. I know you guys have wanted it to happen for a while, so we're gonna make it happen, and we're gonna take advantage of the opportunity of a lifetime I have in front of me. Thank you guys so much. More information coming soon, and I will see you all in the next video.